Oh shucks. Oh snap. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Hey, tell a friend. I'm gonna stop. I didn't copyright that song. Look, before they all start doing the most. That was Slim Shady, freaking Eminem. Shoot, one of my favorite rappers. Gotta just sing that song. Let him know, like, hey, I gave you credit. Please don't come after me with that. I love your music. I love you, bro. Anyway, y'all welcome to NoFilterNenday. Oh, let's do the mic checks and clarities. Oh, we should have done that beforehand. Nah, we just getting too excited. We got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot. Let's see that work right there. Okay, that's cool. All right, as you can see, I'm trying to look fly for you guys. Welcome to No Filter Nenda. For those of you who are turning in, No Filter Nenda is about me, myself, Nende, not having a filter. In this segment of the show, for me, Nende, not having a filter, I am speaking about Demi Lovato. This is like Demi Lovato's week right here, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about from when I met her to when I went to go shoot my shot. So I know if you're tuning into this video, this is the video that I told you I was prepping, I was getting ready, I was going to tell y'all the story of when I went to go shoot my shot at Demi Lovato, and because of that mindset, I was like, y'all stay tuned. It's about to be excited. It's one of the most amazing stories, second to when I met Demi Lovato, of course, with the first shows. Which, if you haven't watched it, watch those before you start watching the next segments and series. Following. But unfortunately, I know I said but. There had to be a but. Something miraculous happened. And as you can see, if you heard that story, if you listened in on how I met Demi, you know that miracles do happen in my life. And with this new miracle that happened, my angel has spoken to me and has told me, before I can share the story of when I went to go shoot my shot at Demi Lovato, I have to divide this story. I have to chop it up and actually explain about my trip to heaven. Excuse me. Where my angel's like just pretty much telling me, he's like, look, before you tell them this story right here, because it's going to be wild. They're going to think you're crazy. They're going to just not understand. We'll say like that. They won't think you're crazy. They just won't understand that God is making stuff happen. And like this is all a masterful plan, right? And you have to include them in the process to why you got to this point where you actually went to go shoot your shot. Like it wasn't just random. It wasn't just you trying to be funny or silly or just do the most. It was a whole mindset, a whole ordeal that led you to this point for you to go shoot your shot at Demi Lovato, right? So my angel's like, so clarify that with this story of your trip to heaven. So that's where the but comes in, the unfortunately, but it's just that I have to tell you guys a story about heaven, that heaven is real. So if you're tuning in, and I know you wanted to listen to, when I went to go shoot my shot, I will definitely tell you guys that, but be glad that I'm telling you this story, because so that way you can at least be like, you can understand that this was not, once again, just me being a crazy, crazed fan, like, oh my God, Demi Lovato, I need to see her, oh my gosh, type of mindset. Is like, yo, whoa, like, this went to this to happen to this for you to get to here, and that happened, and you did what for how many cookies? Type of mindset. So without further ado, let's get into it. This time, I'm trying to aim for 45 minutes because I know some of y'all be getting tired of the 25-minute clips, the 30-minute clips. So we're going to see how long we go with 45 minutes. So when we do that, I'm going to try to take a pause by 30 minutes just in case I cannot upload a 45-minute video. Then I'll be able to cut that, edit it, and then split it, and then make that, a part, the two, or the sequence to the rest of the story. So we'll really do, like, and I've said this in the beginning of all my shows, that we're kind of winging this. We're kind of testing it out. We're kind of trying it to figure this whole thing out. But let me stop running my mouth. We got to get into this story about heaven. So this is why it's titled Heaven and Earth. This is my story about heaven being real. And it goes to show that the reason why my angel's even telling me, it's like God told my angel to tell me to tell this story because it's like lately I've been feeling like it's time for me to speak out, and hence the reason why I even created this show is because I feel it like there's so many doors about to open, and guys, like, it's time now, and you have to speak. Let them join you on this journey, because I'm using you to bring my children back to me. There's a lot of people who done turn their back, you know, to God, and it's like he's gonna use me. He's using me for something greater than even I can imagine, and he wants me to speak up now and speak out. And it's like closed mouths don't get fed, and because of that mindset, he's like, ain't nobody gonna talk for you, kid. Ain't nobody gonna, speak on your behalf and say, no, that kid's good, man. You gotta know that guy, yo, you gotta go check him out. You have to be the one to speak for yourself, and it's kind of sad, because I'm not the type of person to kind of be like all uppity, like, oh, I gotta yap my mouth off, like, oh, I'm gonna knock you out, son, like, I'm gonna put my hands on you. Like, that's not me. I'm the quiet person to keep letting you yap. When you're done tired, you gonna get your ass whooped straight up. Like, I don't need to bark. I'm about to bite. And so, in a way, for me to have to speak up, I am kind of a little bit standoffish. Like, do I really gotta speak on myself? Like, I don't feel like I should, because I feel like I'm being arrogant. I feel like I'm being cocky. But I think that's why guys, like, yeah, you're not that person. It's like how Jordan, is in the game of basketball. Jordan, he literally will be telling people, like, nah, you ain't gonna beat me. You're not gonna beat me. And people will be like, man, I could handle you, bro. Like, you just got out of the league, and that's it. And he's like, all right, bet. Come to practice. Come show me what you got. And literally, Jordan would back his word. Jordan will back his word to a point where they'll be like, yeah, nah. When Jordan say he's gonna beat you, you're gonna get beat. You're not going against him. Don't think you're bigger than Jordan. Jordan will beat you, and he will rub it in your face and throw it in your face to let you know that he beat you when you was talking all that smack. So, with that said, which is kind of cool, I was born in the time of Jordan, the champion of Jordan. His first championship was '91. So that was the year I was born. So I was born the year of a champion. And I believe that it was a sign, that I'm going to be a champion, because, to be born in that time, that era, that Jordan was just doing amazing things. That's what I feel like. That's my field. That's exactly what I'm going to do with the destiny God has for me. So, which brings me to even this story of my trip to heaven. It goes hand in hand with my goals, my dreams, my destiny. So you guys not just thinking, oh man, you just chasing after Demi, you just chasing after money, or you just chasing after status, fame. And it's like, nah, what I'm supposed to do, which is like totally, completely opposite of what she does. My talent is different. I cannot feed off of her to get my talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, there's nothing she could do for her to push me towards my dream, my goal, my job, my career, my destiny. And I say this with respect to the fact of, I could still be with her. She could still be baby girl, and she could be supportive and love me throughout the process of me going after my dreams. But it has nothing to do with anything she's doing. Nothing about acting, nothing about singing. It's strictly athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do for your man in athletics besides probably work out with him? And that's the only thing I'd let baby girl do with me, is work out. Like, come on, babe, we finna go to the gym. Or shit, we got our personal gym. We finna go downstairs and do a quick workout, and then we can go eat whatever the freak we want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my mindset on it. Like, and I tell her straight up, like, baby girl, you can eat whatever you want to eat, but we just gotta put in the work to burn it off. So we not picky. We ain't doing no BS diet and take time what you eat. And we'll talk about that in a different segment. And that's why I stay fit. People be like, bruh, I'll be eating burgers, tacos, pizza, Chinese food, candy, all the junk food. And they be like, bro, how are you not gaining weight? I'm like, because I work it out. Like, you look over there. If I could just turn this camera right over there, you'll see my pull-up bar. I'm cranking out pull-ups. I'm doing push-ups. If you see my beginning video, you'll notice I'm in my guest room / training room. Like, I work constantly working out so I can eat whatever I want to eat, period. Anyway, so this story about heaven goes hand in hand with my dream, which goes hand in hand with me possibly being with Demi. Not even possibly. It's just a matter of time now at this point. And it's like when you hear this story of heaven and earth, you'll everything will come into play. Everything will come piece by piece, and then you'll be like, okay, there is something there. You know what I'm saying? That way, when we tell the story about when I went to go shoot my shot, you'll be like, I see. It's not nothing shy or small of destiny, so to speak. Um, I'm gonna make sure I wrote notes because I don't want to miss nothing I have to say in these videos. Everything is gonna be said, so forgive me if you see me looking down. A lot of people say, "Why don't you just do a podcast?" Like, look, a podcast you can hide behind just your voice. Ain't nobody gonna see who's talking, who's saying what. And I feel like before I can say like I'm not scared. I'm not a shy person. It's just more like I want y'all to see who's speaking. So the day when all this unravels, y'all saw it from the beginning. It wasn't like, oh, was that really him speaking in the beginning? Y'all know it was my face, and it's me, Nenday. So that's why I like to do it in this kind of context of video. See who I am. See this guy right here in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get this ball rolling. So my story of heaven. Now it's gonna sound weird, but I gotta take you all the way to my freshman year of high school. That's where it's going to be a trip before we even get to the story of heaven. But everything, like I said, falls into place. Everything will make sense. And we just got to start from freshman year of high school. So, freshman year of high school, I was playing for the Maple Grove Crimson. And for those of you outside of the state of Minnesota, this is another city in Minnesota, Maple Grove. And let's just say it's the rich white school. We'll say it like that. It's a rich neighborhood. White kids go there, and it's really good. Like, it's not the ghetto. It's not a ghetto school. We'll say it like that. So Maple Grove Crimson is the football team I'm playing for. And at this point in time, playing for the Maple Grove Crimson, I've played leading up to high school for ever since I'm in second grade. So the game of football is nothing short of, like masterful to me. Like I get everything. I get all the plays. I get how plays work. I get the positions. I get the whole mindset of the game. Like you couldn't outsmart me in the game. My talent, besides the talent I have for the game, the mindset and the knowledge of the game, and then how it works. For example, you could see Kobe or Jordan playing a game, and they'll know, oh, okay, foul them so the clock can stop. Type of smart. Like, don't let the clock keep running, because if they keep scoring while the clock's running, we're not going to have a chance to kind of outscore them. Type of mindset. And with that, I have the same kind of psyche in the game of football, whether it's like, oh, get out of bounds right now, or, oh, we need the first down here, and blah, blah, blah. The whole mindset. I know different plays, wildcat, I formation, split formation, single back formation. I know everything. So anyway, football's not new to me. We're at Maple Grove Crimson. I'm playing freshman year. And let's just say I'm going to share a story with you about that team, which is the beginning of getting into the story of heaven. So with Maple Grove Crimson, like I said, it's a white dominant school, white neighborhood, rich kids. And I remember I played, me and my boys, my best friends, my brothers, we went to Maple Grove Junior High School. And because of that, because we were because junior freshman, ninth grade goes into junior high, we weren't really at the high school. We're still in the junior high, but we had to play for the high school. Maple Grove Junior High means that we're going to be going to Maple Grove Senior High, which means we got to go be practicing with that team if we're going to play football for that, for high school. So we get to, the two-a-days, and we start practicing, we start learning the plays, start doing everything, the whole cycle about how football works. And when the season starts, let's just say they put all the black kids on B squad, like straight up. And it was suspicious because even, some of the white kids were like looking at it like, how, what? Y'all on B squad? They would be honest in the sense of they know damn well we have talent, but we on B squad, like B for black. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay, we're on B squad. That's weird. Like we outran that dude. We could catch better than him. I ran him over. But anyway, we're on B squad. So let's just say that season, I can't be cocky, can't be arrogant. I just got to speak it the way how it is. God doesn't say you have to just speak yourself up. I'm the only one that really scoring on this team. I'm running. I'm doing my best. I remember the first game they put A squad in, and A squad is having a hard time playing. They not moving the ball. There's turnovers, and it's just horrible watching them play. But it was a tough team. Was playing Anoka, and that is a tough school over there, And when the B squad went in, my squad went in. Let's just say I was the first person on the whole team to score, and I'm the only one moving the ball to get somewhere going. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's a tough school, but this is where it blows my mind because even with that mindset, the next game comes and they start moving other players from B squad up to A squad, and it's kind of curious because I'm like, nobody scored that game except me. 2 touchdowns. A few yards, but we won as B squad. We beat the other team. That's how tough they were. It was not no easy game, an easy scoring game. Wide receivers weren't catching. They were getting popped and drilled, and I'm the only one like really handling the ball well. They move some kid to the A squad, and I'm sitting there like, so why are they moving him up to A squad, but I'm the one who actually scored and moved the ball? So I let it go. I want to rewind and let y'all know a little bit about what happened with my boys because it's going to play later on. So at this time, before the game, our first game, which is that game I scored, they ended up kicking, not, I can't say kick, they ended up telling my boys that y'all don't live in the school district that y'all going to be coming to this high school next year. Y'all actually live in a different school district, so y'all going to have to go play for that high school over there. So they ended up leaving. Now I'm one of 2, maybe 3 black kids on a full football team with both A and B. So let's just say, with backups, 12, 24, we'll say about 30 kids, 35 kids playing, honestly, And so out of 30 kids, like 1 out of every 10, I'm representing the black, So now, anyway, I just had to throw that in there because it's going to play later on. So anyway, I done scored, but they're putting somebody else up to A squad. So I'm like, okay, all right. I already kind of felt this way about this school. We've already experienced racism, so ain't nothing I can really do. I'm going to just keep playing to my best ability and just make myself better. We're going to fast forward now through the team. As you can see, I'm just scoring. I'm doing great. There's times coach is like, yo, we're supposed to run this play. Like he's already getting mad before the play even finishes because I'm doing my own damn thing on the field. And he's like, yo, why is he not running the play? And next thing you know, referee's touchdown. And it's like, what? Wait, what? And it's like, oh, he scored? And it's like, bruh, like, let me do my stuff out there. Let me have the talent. Tell me what you want me to run. And I gave the score. So he's like, this kid. And so I'm on the sidelines. Boys will be like, yo, coach was mad. You lucky you scored. I'm like, lucky, bro. I know what I was doing. I had to run the other play, not the play he was trying to get because I seen an opening. So we're not running that one. And so I'm saying it like not caring. The coach is kind of like looking at me like, all right, this kid probably got some brains to him. But anyway, season goes, prolongs. Here it is. The last game of the season. I'm getting ready to get confirmed with, the church I'm going to, a Lutheran church, right? I'm getting ready to get confirmed. I'm telling the coach, I'm like, hey, coach, I'm getting confirmed. So right after the game, after B squad plays, can I go so I can go get confirmed or whatever and go to my confirmation? And he was like, yeah, okay, no worries. Not really. He's just dismissive, like he didn't really care. He was like, all right, yeah, cool. So I was like, straight. I don't know what it was about that game. I kind of feel like God was kind of like watching on me like, wow, kid, you just gonna come to me. Like you chose me over a little football game. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like God kind of gifted me and blessed me in that game because of me choosing to go to get confirmed, go to confirmation, then to come stick around here. Now I know I can already tell you right now. I'm like, part of it too is because I did not want to be around them. Bluntly saying it, no filter Nende, racist people. I was like, look, let me just do what I want to do and just go to church. Like I already just didn't feel like I was part of the team. It didn't feel like a team. It just felt like I'm just working. It wasn't even for fun. You know what I'm saying? I was at work, so that's why I was like easy to be like, yeah, I gotta go to church. You know what I'm saying? But in a way, too, I did want to stay because every single game that we played, there was always a like, can we play A? Like, when are they gonna move me up? But it's the last game. I'm like, they not gonna move me up. Like, come on. So it doesn't even matter. Let me just go get confirmed. I don't need to roo rah rah and cheer with the team. Go eat pizza afterwards. Like, no, it's not gonna work like that. So anyway, this game, like I said, God done looked at me and just said, wow, I'm proud of you, kid. That game, I remember it, and I wish I can find the tape. I wish I can just get that tape right there because no one would believe I ran for over 300 yards and scored 6 touchdowns that game. They won't even believe I was the kicker and kicking the ball to the goal line and it bounces out like they gonna have to start right there at the goal line and we're sacking them in our end zone. That game was just amazing. And it was against a tough team. And I'm not saying it to just exaggerate. Like I've learned, like it's like my mind just processed the fact of they're not gonna move me to 18. Let me better myself. Let me better the knowledge of the game of the football. And so here it is. They're just like, dude, another one? And I'm like, yeah, bro, yo, I'm zipping. I'm out. By the time I run past linebackers, the corner's already tired of running to chase me. And it's like they just give up. And coaches, I can hear them yelling, don't stop running. Get him. And I'm just running, laughing like, ha, you're right. And I'm just gone. Like, you gotta see this tape. I told someone, I told my sisters this. I told them, I said, look, the tapes that I can't find now to show coaches to be like, look, can you give me a chance? Can you just let me try out for the team? I have the talent. The tapes that they say, do you have a tape of you playing? The tapes I can't find right now, watch them appear in the future. Watch when God opened the door for me to play. Because this is where everything's leading towards. When God opened the door for me to play. Watch these tapes appear, and then you can relate to the story I'm telling you now, and then you'll understand. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to exaggerate it. They done highlight the mess out of that tape. You see me kicking the ball, and they just zoom in on the ball, dropping on the goal, bouncing out, and they're like, yo! Then you see me just running 90-yard run, bro. I'm like just gone. Soon as they give me the ball, I'm African speed, just like straight up, yo, I'm dipped, I'm out. And that's why I'm like, yo, why didn't they even put me on A squad? This whole time. I've already had this talent. They've just been hiding me. But anyway, so there it was, 6 touchdowns, beasting away. And the game was crazy. So then I done take off and I tell coach, I'm like, hey, coach, okay, you said I can go, right? Just to make sure. And he's like, yeah, all right, you good, you can go. Get confirmed. Like, you sure you want to go? And I'm like, in the back of my head, hell yeah, I ain't trying to stay with y'all. Y'all ain't my team. I'm like, yeah. So I done got a ride. Went, mom picked me up. I don't know who picked me up. Was it mom? Because mom's usually busy, so I don't even know who picked me up if I walked or whatnot. Because this is about to get serious. But anyway, I done left, went to the church, and did confirmation. That summer, or the following summer. So we're about to get ready to go into high school where sophomore year is, and then sophomore, junior, and senior, of course, would be considered high school. That school year, I really didn't feel like I wanted to go back to that school. I felt like my talent wouldn't be seen. They would just play me, like just, and by play me, not play me in a game, but like play me, like diss me. Like they're not gonna give me a chance. They're not gonna let me be seen. They don't care. They don't care about no black kid scoring or going to college to play football. Another one. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, I'm talking with the boys, my brothers. They going to a different high school, and of course, it happened to be in the ghetto. Like, come on now, because of course they couldn't be on the Maple Grove team, so they ended up going to a school called Osseo. So as they go to Osseo, when they played that season, they're coming back and spilling juicy stories to me. They're like, bro, you gotta come to our high school. This high school, way better than Maple Grove, bro. We, you see, this is where we needed to be, bro. And so they're just hyping everything up. They're like, yo, man, the cheerleaders was chilling with us. And yo, man, they after the game we be going to Subway and Perkins and all this. I'm like, damn, that's family right there. Like, why can't I? You know what? I'm finna really go to that school. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if I had a choice. Now, here's the thing, though. I was living with my aunt. My mom, and I'll tell this in a different story. I won't go into too much detail. Let's just say that where my mom's status was as a single mother, it it didn't. I couldn't be with her at that time, so I was literally living with my aunt. And because I was living with my aunt, that's why my address was located with Maple Grove, and that's why I could go to Maple Grove because I couldn't stay with my mom. I had to be with my aunt. So here it is, the school district that my boys are now hyping and talking about. That's where mom kind of is staying in that location. And at this time, she was trying to get herself in a better situation, and she actually opened up her business, at a dollar store. We had a dollar store. So here it is. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, well, hey, you got to start from somewhere. You got to start from the bottom and you make it. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, she don't really got a place to stay, but I can stay. We'll stay in the back of the store, you know. So I remember I would be sleeping in the back of the store once we closed the shop, and we'll just sleep there. And like I'll share that story another time. We'll like literally be in the back of our dollar store with the little futon right back there, sleeping. And then when I go to school, then she'd open up the store for the business. That's wild, man. Just looking back at it, that was wild. But here it is. I'm staying with mom now, and I'm going to Osseo. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about me, mom. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get from this situation better now. I'm about to go to Osseo. Man, I got my boys with me, so I'm gonna have my brothers. I'm gonna have a good experience in school, in high school. So anyway, I get to Osseo, and I'm doing my research about football. And when I say I'm doing my research, I'm doing the research that who do I need to know? Who's gonna be my competition? Who I gotta outplay? Who I gotta outsmart? Who's gonna be the talent that I'm gonna have to beat? You know, like I'm what's the plays like? Gotta know coach first thing. Make sure he knows I'm here. Make sure you know my name because you finna be telling me, calling me, getting the game, running this play type of mindset. So I'm getting excited now. That summer, or finishing that school, I'm like, okay, I gotta get with the coach. Like, I'm not even talking to Maple Grove anymore. I'm just done with them. And I go talk with the coach. And he's like, yeah, just get with some of the seniors, get with some of the juniors, and they'll tell you, what we do. So now, they're like, oh, yeah, bro, shit. What position going for? Oh, you a back? Say less, bro. We need a back. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Hey, that's what's up. And so, back as in running back, I'm sorry. And so, here it is. Coach does this thing called passive league. And this is where I'm like, dang, now I see why they said it's better than Maple Grove. Passive league, the coach of Osseo, he actually played arena football. So this dude knows his football knowledge. And now he's coaching, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to get good teaching under this guy. I'm already liking him. And he was cool. And I say was, don't worry, we'll get to there. But nah, at this point, he's cool. And I'm like, I love his swag, man. This white man is like, yo, I'm getting good vibe from him. So I'm like, yo, I'm finna play for this guy. Yo, we finna go to state together. Me and you gonna be like this. So, next thing you know, coach does his passive league. What he does is he goes to all the other schools outside of our district, our conference, our division. Yeah, outside our division. And he would set it up where pretty much the quarterback, the running back, and wide receivers, we all kind of mold together as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, quarterback's practicing how he's throwing, how can get used to that wide receiver, where he needs to throw it at and where he needs to do. And then he's getting ready with a handoff. We're working on it like, all right, put your hand here, put your hand here. Make sure you're not, you just hit my arm if you need to get it out, blah, blah, blah. And so everybody working, that's how the passive league mindset is just to throw the ball around, see the other team, what they got to offer. Because at the end of the division, when we're going towards state, at least then you kind of know who you're going against. And he does the same thing with the cornerbacks, the linebackers, on the defensive side. So they can kind of get used to, like, okay, this is how we run our defense. So it's a pretty cool mindset because he had all the rich schools. So I'm sitting here like, damn, Maple Groves are in our division, but he went outside division to these other rich white schools where they got some good equipment. They don't spend money. The city been feeding that school with money. So they got the good equipment, the good tech. So they've been really working hard. While we got busted ass equipment, we really finna push. They already got it handmade. Like, they can sit on the bench in warmers and stuff. Like, dang, y'all warm? We cold out here playing. We really tough. We army tough. But anyway, so here it is. We're doing a passive league, and I'm telling Mom, Mom, I have to get it in with Coach, okay? So I'm gonna have to be doing these things called passive league because, so Coach can see my face and he can know my name, because when the season starts, I want him to know, the loyalty. I'm always here working. So Mom's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, all right. So now she's doing the most. She's doing her little business, and then she has another job, so that way the more money can come in, so we can get ourselves out of that struggling. And with that said, she's extremely busy, and that's why I was supposed to be staying with my aunt, but now she's like, gonna try to help. So here it is. She's taking me to these passive league games. Yeah, pretty much their games. And it's basically like two-hand touch in a way, against other schools. And as she's taking me to these passive league games, I go, hey, Coach, I'm here. And I'd get there, announce myself, learn the plays, and he wouldn't even kind of look my direction. He kind of pushed me off. But, okay, good. Just chill over there. Just sit right over there. I'm all right, cool. I'll be stretching, warming up. I'm just waiting for Coach to just put me in so I can start learning these plays, because the season's going to come. We about to get it. So people will come late, and as in people, NoFilterNenday, these white boys will start coming in late. And some of them I know, they'll be my peers. Like, we went to the same junior high, and now they're on this team. And they'd come, and they just said, Coach, I'm here. I was like, all right, good. Get over here. Go in there and run so-and-so play. And I'd be kind of like looking at him like in the question of like, is that your son, your best friend's son, your brother's kid? Like, he just came late and he just put him in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, does he know he knew the plays or something? I don't know. So he's doing this, and this dude that he done put in don't even got no hands. Like, he's just literally the ball slapping it and then just dropping. And I'm like, bro, like, players were gonna say this. Come on, man, that's a catch right there. Come on, how did you drop that, bro? And at this point, I'm looking at it like, good for me. Soon as they put me in, they gonna know they don't need his ass anymore. So I'm just gonna sit here and be patient. So I'm sitting on the bench and warming it up. Of course, got to get the bench real nice and hot. And as I'm sitting there, I'm not getting frustrated because I'm just in my heart. My angel's telling me, don't worry, man. You don't even need to hold that ball more than one time. As soon as you touch it, they're gonna see something in you that's gonna be like, yo, run him again. So don't even sweat it. So in a way, I'm just patient. The only thing that kind of makes me a little bit irritated is over the course of the summer, leading up to 2-a-days, which is the 2 weeks before school, where we get to really get the pads on and start hitting each other. My mom's been taking me to these passive league games just for me to show my face to Coach, to get the bond that we needed as player and coach. And I wasn't even getting no play time to even be seen one time, just for Coach to be like, you've been showing up all the time here. Let's see what you got, kid. You're going to run this play. And it's like, I already knew the plays. You didn't even got to just tell me the name. I've been listening. I've been watching. Just tell me the name of the play. And even from the beginning, before we even did passive league, I was already doing the research. I'm like, man, I ran that when I was in kindergarten. That's easy. I already know exactly what you need to do. So anyway, I didn't play, and I kind of felt bad because Mom's just burning gas, taking her time out to really just be pushing me towards being seen. So I started kind of getting down a little bit, but I wouldn't show her it. Of course, gotta make sure she knows, like, yo, we out here. And I felt real kind of disrespected because it's like my mom's out here trying, and you out here just not even giving me a chance. Anyway, the season comes, and we done played, and let's just say it was a good season. Oh, I did great. I did great. That's hands down. But to be seen with the coach, it my feelings for him kind of went to all right, don't get your hopes up. Just kind of be right here. Just wait for it. But just be right here. Be ready to get your hopes up, but just be right here. Type of mindset. Junior year rolls. Same passive league, same idea. Let's get it. Junior year, you're basically JV, junior varsity. That means on Friday nights, you're suiting up regardless you play or not. You're suiting up. You're gonna be on the bench. So if anything happened, it goes down. You going in when star varsity player or senior is out. You definitely finna be seen. So now it's more like I said, I'm here. Don't need to get your hopes up because now everything's gonna fall into place. So now what time we got? Okay, good. I'm sorry, guys. So now here it is. Junior year, I'm excited. I'm telling people, like, look, I'm on varsity. I'm on varsity. Straight up, come to the game. Just come to the game. Because whether or not that dude gets injured or tired, when they put me in, you don't want to miss it. Come to the game. So I'm amping myself up, like, yo, this one I don't even need to try. Because eventually I'm going to have to get in the game. Shoot, not even that. But if varsity plays as well as they can, that's when you put in the backup. You put in the B team, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And JV would be, in a sense, the B team. You'll put them in. So here it is. I don't care. I'm just perfecting my game. Once again, my time will come. I will shine. And I remember this particular part. Blows my mind. I know, you know what? I won't start that story because it's not only juicy, it's a pivotal point to the mindset of not only what I've been through, but a pivotal point for what I'm about to go through. And so we got to get deep into that exact moment of the story I'm talking about that I will tell you. So we will cut the video here. And we will continue again with the part 2. I know y'all going to be tired of these 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. But, like I said, I wanted to test it out to see, with the 30 minutes. We're at 37 minutes, just to let you guys know where I'm looking at. But we won't push too long. Next video, hopefully we can push for 45 minutes. I'm going to let this hit at 40. I will say this, though. Being on this team, before I get to the story I'm going to share, I'll say some more before I get to the point to the story, which I'll share in the next part 2. Being on this team, I learned a lot to an extent of myself that I never give up. I never give up. And I was proud of myself for not letting it get to me too hard and just being patient and knowing that there's going to be a time that God will let me shine. And whereas some kids would just get disappointed and down and out and just give up, as a younger man, a younger kid, a younger boy without no guidance, dad wasn't around. I didn't have real brothers. That's why I called my boys my brothers. They're the only ones who really I grew up with. I've learned from, they learned from me. And with that mindset, can't nobody tell me, hey, kid, you'll get him next time. Hey, kid, I'll talk on your behalf to the coach. All right? And this is exactly why I have to share this story, because ain't nobody going to talk for me. I got to talk and tell you my story, which in a way goes into this story about heaven being real. Don't worry, we didn't forget about it. We were going to get to heaven, but I'm telling you, all of this is the steps leading to when I get to heaven. And it will make sense. It will. I promise you. Once we get to that story, you'll be like, I see why he had to share it from freshman year to now sophomore year / junior year. So it's about to hit 40. We're going to cut it off here. Thank you for tuning in to No Filter Nenday, but hang tight because the next video is just going to be uploaded here shortly. Whether it's the next day or a few hours, it's going to be uploaded. And then we're going to continue with the pivotal point of what happens to me on this team. So, let's see if we can cut it in 40 minutes. All right, cool. Stay tuned. Part 2 coming up.